And welcome back. You know, everyone, especially in our age group, has somehow been able to overcome a lot of stresses in life. And I want to talk about one thing that is common to us, that we've all seen, and that you've experienced firsthand. And that's the abuse of alcohol and drugs. I know that you, Tony, and Rick, you both had personal experiences in that field. Would you be able to talk a little bit about that for us?
Yeah, well, from my point of view, Vinny, we've chatted about it. There is no question I could have been sitting here now talking to you, who I love, and Ricardo, if I hadn't have changed my ways. And I know they talk about the higher power, and I don't question that. I have a higher power because I wasn't doing anything about it. No, I didn't know how to ask for help. Yet I sat myself in a chair in Melbourne, listened to what was being suggested to me, accepted what was being said to me because I was fucking my life up. So this was an answer for me, and for 34 years now, that answer's kept me going, and I hope getting better. And certainly Rick and I have spoken about this on several occasions, just here having a coffee, you know. Without that 12-step program, I wouldn't have been here.
Well, you know, Tony, can I say thank you for telling me, or telling the world about that experience. But Rick, would you agree with and this is my opinion, having spoken both of you about this, you had the initial strength to be able to face those demons.
Sure.
That takes a little bit of strength, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, I mean, I was in the 80s, early 80s in Sydney. There's a lot of heroin in Sydney, and my circle, people I was spending time with, we all fell into that, and it's a slippery slope, and I got into trouble, and it ended up removing everything out of my life. The music that I loved, the band that I loved, it removed it all. And I tried a lot of different ways to stop, and I got taken to AA through a detox unit in 1987, and I saw people there. There was actual proof. It wasn't some doctor or some psychiatrist going, oh, you've got to do this or this. I saw actual proof. People had been where I was, and a lot of worse places than I was, and they turned their lives around. And so I just followed, and I just did what was suggested, and it's the best thing I've ever done. And I just told you, I've just become a grandfather.
Yeah, I know. How was that?
And now, there's no way I wouldn't have been a father.
Yeah.
So how could I have been a grandfather? It's everything I have in my life is because I did that.
Well, can I say I admire the fact that both of you found that strength to do something about it. And look at you today. I mean, you're a relic. You're going to become a relic. It's great to see us both, and thank you very much for opening up and telling us all about it.
Thank you. Good to see you, Rick.